If you want a bigger upper back and traps, you better listen to what I'm about to say, because I'm going to give you some very unconventional advice. In fact, it's probably the only video on YouTube that's even going to talk about this. And that is, increasing your neck strength will make your upper back and traps bigger. And let me give you my explanations for that. Number one, a lot of you may not realize it, but whenever you perform a shrug or row, you're actually working your neck. Because your neck, believe it or not, is attached to your trap muscles. So if you just shrug like this, your neck actually increases in size. So it makes sense that when you're shrugging 5, 6, 7 plates, your neck is going to get bigger as a side effect. But guess what? The same could be true for raising your neck strength. If you increase the strength of your extensions, in other words, you're doing a 25-pound plate now, and you raise it up to 135, your shrugging strength will increase. And if your shrugging strength increases, what do you think happens to your traps? It gets bigger. Your upper back, it gets bigger. So neck training actually increases your upper back and traps indirectly. And then there's also another side effect that you get. Neck training will increase the nuclei in the muscle cells. And this is a huge point. I first learned this from Megan from Low Budget Lean Muscle, aka Team 3D Alpha. He theorized that if you train a muscle group every day, just endurance work in general, you will increase the nuclei in the muscle cells so that once you go heavy in the future, you'll be able to develop that muscle very easily. Now for the neck, if you increase the nuclei in the muscle cells, well guess what? Those are the same nuclei that are in the traps and upper back. So, you increase your neck strength, you increase nuclei, it makes it easier to build your traps and upper back. Fact. I'm just telling you how it is. So for those of you who have a wrestling background, a American football background, rugby background, etc., once you go and you follow a bodybuilding program, 99% of the time you tend to see traps and neck, it blows up. And that's how it works. So, if you're tired of having lagging traps and upper back, which is pretty typical among natural lifters, I suggest you give neck training a shot. Start training, specifically you want neck extension, because neck extension is most similar to a shrugging motion doing this. So get yourself a neck harness or find some special exercise that you can do at the gym and start working it. It's going to build up the sternocleidomastoids, the back of your neck, everything that you need to increase the nuclei in the muscle cells and strengthen the neck so that it increases your shrug automatically. And that's how it works. Neck training increases your shrug like this. Okay, it can add dramatic numbers to your shrug. You can add over 100 pounds to your shrug just by increasing your extension, and it increases the nuclei in the muscle cell, which makes it easier to build your traps and upper back through direct stimulation. So that's all I have for you today. Work the fucking neck. This is the last video I'm going to make about it for the week, and let me know how it improves over the long term.